Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 18th annual Huntington Beach Surfing Walk of Fame induction. It'll be Peter Todd, PT, and myself doing most of the inductions this morning, but of course we always start off with Father Christian Lundgaard to give us a welcome, one of our senior surfers here in Huntington Beach.
Good and gracious God, Lord of the waves, big kahuna and creator of all, we ask your blessing on the new members of the Huntington Beach Surf City USA Walk of Fame, whose names will be recorded here on the sidewalk on Main Street and Pacific Coast Highway. Surf pioneer Skip Fry, surfing champion Rob Machado, local hero Bill Fury, surf culture Dick Dale, Women of the Year Debbie Beecham and Kathy Gidget-Comer, and honor roll members of the Hole in the Wall gang. May their contributions to the world of surfing keep us always stoked, and may their memory be a lasting inspiration to all who love this sport. Bless them and keep them safe on land and in the water from waves too gnarly. And grant them and us too the joy of an endless summer. This we pray in your most holy name. Amen.
We'd like to invite up Mayor Joe Carcio.
Good morning. Thanks for having me this morning. This is really an exciting. I attended this ceremony for the last 4 years, but I have the honor to do this as the mayor of Huntington Beach. Before I start, I would like to introduce my esteemed colleague, Devin Dwyer, and our Director of Economic Development, Stan Small. Our Miss Huntington Beach, Hannah Smith. Hannah, everybody wants to see you, Hannah. Stand up. There you go. Thanks, Hannah. I'm not sure whether you folks are aware, and I know that she's probably not here, but I just wanted to make a special recognition and a welcome to our city by the Mayor of Manly, Australia. Her name is Jean Hay, and if she's in the crowd, welcome, Madam Mayor. She's going to be visiting our city. She's going to be viewing the U.S. Open, and the U.S. Open will be going from here in Huntington Beach to Manly, Australia when it leaves. And hopefully I can convince her at dinner tomorrow evening to becoming one of our sister cities. Since they're closely related to Huntington Beach. So today has been a very special day for both the City of Huntington Beach, Surf City USA, and the Surfing Walk of Fame Foundation. Each year we honor and recognize this elite group of individuals who have given so much to the sport of surfing in many different ways. Pioneer, surfing champions, local hero, surf culture hero, woman of the year, and the esteemed honor roll. We stand among these heroes who after today will have millions of visitors to our city walk over their immortalized plaque on surfing's most famous corner, PCH and Main Street, in front of Jack's. And speaking of Jack's, I want to give a special thank and recognition to my friend Ron, Bobby, and all the staff at Jack's who make this memorable event possible every year. Also, thank you to the Walk of Fame Foundation, Chairman Don McAllister, our former mayor, his staff. Thank you, Don, appreciate that. Without these individuals, this event would not be possible. The final few days of the U.S. Open of Surfing are upon us, and a new champion will be crowned. But this is only the beginning of the new surfing year and future Walk of Famers. Congratulations from Surf City USA to all the inductees. We're proud of you. Remember, Huntington Beach, Surf City USA, will always be the home of surfing. So thank you so much. Thanks for having me, and thanks to the
Thank you, Mayor Joe Carcio, for your welcoming. We also have with us Jennifer McGrath, our city attorney. And I don't know who else from the city may have arrived that's in the crowd that I can't see. I know former Mayor Ralph Bauer is supposed to be here this morning. And okay, there's Matt. Hi, good morning. Very good. And moving on now, I wanted to take a special moment here to honor him back. To have with us is Dr. Peskowitz from Israel. He is father of surfing for Israel. His son is with him, and they also have a surfing camp over there, and they do an extra good job of bringing peace to that part of the world through surfing. Thank you. All right, enough of the politician. Now we bring on the serious stuff. PT, come on up.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, look at this crew over here. It's already getting too serious, this hole in the wall gang.
That's right, brother.
I'd like to welcome everybody. Just like Don said, this is our 18th year, and it's just great to be 18 years down the road. And today, I would have to argue that the class that we're about to induct is one of the greatest we've ever had. It covers a wide depth of our surf culture all the way back to the 50s today, and it's always a real honor for me to get up here. You know, I love this. Sometimes I get a little nervous, but every year it's just great to get up here and, like I say, talk story about our culture. And I always like to acknowledge people in the crowd, our former inductees, the ones that I can at least see. Don already acknowledged a tribal elder in Dorian Paskowitz. He's been surfing San Onofre since 1930. All right. When you actually had to drag your wooden board over the dirt all the way down there and then stay there for a week. I'm not sure what he ate while he was down there, but it's great to see Dorian alive and healthy in his 90s, and I hear he still tries to get out in the water. And that's what today's all about. I also see LJ Richards out there, Chuck Lennon and the Greek, Linda Benson, and a special shout out to one of the 50 greatest basketball players of all time, Basketball Hall of Famer Bill Walton, sitting right over here. And I hear a shout out to David DeWeber. He's somewhere around there and he's back with his feet. So let's get this show underway. So every year we have what we call the honor roll. And we've had some characters in the past like the boys of 55. But I think today's crew is going to top that. About the time that I arrived in Huntington Beach in the middle 70s, these were the boys. The Hole in the Wall gang. And the girls. There's a few girls out there, right? Morgan's right there. She still drops in on me. But before we get to all the cheering, it's a little bit of a sad note. In the spiritual leader of the group, we lost about a week ago, Gordy Twain. And he's already in the Walk of Fame, and he would have been in it again today. One of the only two-timers. I know this is going to be tough, but his granddaughter's going to come up, Kristen, and say a few words on behalf of her grandfather.
On behalf of my grandpa Gordy and my family, I want to thank you for the Surfing Walk of Fame in the city of Huntington Beach for this honor and recognition. I would also like to thank all of the members of the Hole in the Wall gang for coming out today. My grandpa loved the city and its people. He was so proud to have helped create the Surf City USA. Thank you.
For those of you who don't know, Gordy opened the first surf shop here under the pier in 1955, and these are the cast of characters that have had to live up to that legacy ever since. So to introduce this cast of characters, we're going to bring up last year's local hero, Walk of Fame inductee, Rockin' Fig.
Hello, PT. Wow, this is a big crowd right here, and definitely like the support by everybody from the city coming on down. And I just want to throw a little history about these guys. Oops. Oh, sorry about that. But first off, let's get a big round of applause. The Hole in the Wall gang right here, hanging up front. Wow. Well, we have the original members, Frog Van Offlin, John Boozer, Randy Lewis, and Bob Millfield, AKA Sniffer. These were the original guys. And Frog needed a shop, so they asked Gordy the Godfather, the first surfboard shaper in town who had a shop locally, if they could make a team, because Gordy had the shop over on 13th Street. Well, right across the shop, over on the seawall, there was a little hole right there. So only fittingly right that these guys would call the name of the team the Hole in the Wall Gang. And they were kind of a rough crew. Even when I was a little kid, I was looking at these guys, I was like, whoa, these guys are kind of scary. They had beards, some of the guys were kind of big and stuff, and you definitely didn't want to cut them off in the water. So they were a rough bunch, but they could surf, and they had all different divisions of surfers. They went from boys to juniors, men's to masters, grandmasters, tandem, and more. So I just want to say some of the things that some of these guys accomplished. John Van Offlin, Frog, was the team captain. He won the Nationals and was second like 4 times. Chuck Lennon, he took a national title. He's a Hall of Famer. He's standing right over there. Gordy taught Randy Lewis how to shape, and he had a couple West Coast titles under belt. Chris Cattell, who pretty much dug up a lot of these members who were all around the United States. Let's give a round of applause for him. Well, one of his stories is all the guys drove back east in an old station wagon loaded with the boards, but they did good, and he took a U.S. title there. Mike Morelli, right there. He took a West Coast Championship in the Masters. John Boozer, not here with us today, but he made men's and Masters first or second place finals for 10 years. John Taylor, in the tandem, that's where you lift somebody up in your arms. He was pretty much undefeatable, holding that #1 spot for 10 years as well. And yes, they were winning and setting records that WSA had never seen before. A bunch of old Huntington surfers that won every team placing for almost 15 years. Steve Pesman, he said these guys were too old and they were on their last hurrah, but they definitely proved him wrong. Guy Grundy, he won multiple titles in Ironmans, and they were taking the paddle races as well. Duncan McLean, outstanding in the longboard, and Morgan Floth took second in the Women's U.S. Championships. George Lambert, Rick Andino, they were standouts in the younger divisions. So from the 70s to the mid-80s, they were pretty much unstoppable, winning over 100 team titles, which is pretty much incredible. Sad news, some of these guys aren't here today. Yes, our shaper Gordy, beautiful Boozer, our air sprayer Sniffer, and shaper Jim Fuller, the boisterous Chuck Dent, Bob Carbonell, one of the first surfing announcers who, yes, even helped the Fixter mentor his surfing career back in the days. So yes, this is part of Huntington Beach's heritage that deserves to be recognized, going down in Stowe today on the honor roll. And once more time, a big round of applause for our Hole in the Wall game. Now, I am a little sorry, there's probably like over 40 members on this squad, because if you couldn't beat them, you'd have to join them. And PT, that's about it. Back to you.
Thanks, Rocket Thief. On behalf of the Hole in the Wall gang, we'd like to bring up the original team captain, Rob, John Van Offlin. One of the great champions, Randy Lewis.
I'd just like to say thank you to everyone for coming out, and this is really a great honor for us, and it's really a fun deal, and that's what we've always tried to make it, is the lifestyle. The lifestyle of Huntington is supposed to be that way. It's kick back and a lot of fun, so here's Randy.
Hey everybody, we just really want to thank the Jack's Surfboards family and the board and voting members of the Walk of Fame, and congratulate our fellow inductees. We're really honored to be here with them today, and the love of surfing brought us all here together, and this is something we'll all have and our families will have, and we really appreciate it. We'd like to thank you very much.
Thank you, Randy.